Taiwan's tech dominance shifts global power.
Hello, I'm Asuma Katauka and you're watching another episode of Xplained with me. In a world where power, influence and security collide, few flashpoints carry as much weight as the ongoing tensions between the United States, China and Taiwan. As global superpowers flex their muscles, one small island is at the center of high-stakes geopolitical struggle that could reshape the future of Asia and the world. And now, in a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the region, the U.S. has just approved a $11.1 billion arms sale to Taiwan, one of the largest of its kind in history. So, what does this arms deal really mean? How does it fit into the long history of U.S.-China-Taiwan relations? And why is this little island in the Pacific so crucial to the world's biggest powers? On this episode of Xplained, we're diving into the heart of the Taiwan conflict. The U.S.'s bold stance and the rising tensions that could determine the future of East Asia. Buckle up, it's going to be a ride. The growing tensions between the United States, China, and Taiwan have become a focal point of global geopolitics, as the delicate balance of power in the Indo-Pacific region is tested once again. The recent approval of a massive $11.1 billion arms sale by the U.S. to Taiwan only serves to underscore the high stakes involved. This deal, one of the largest of its kind, includes advanced weaponry like HIMARS rocket systems, missile defense systems, drones, and sophisticated military software, all designed to fortify Taiwan's defense capabilities. The message behind the sale is clear. The U.S. is sending a strong signal to Beijing that Taiwan is not alone in its bid to maintain autonomy, and that any attempt to forcibly reunite it with China will not go unchallenged. For Taiwan, the deal represents a pivotal step towards enhancing its military preparedness and deterrence against any potential aggression. While Taiwan has long maintained a robust military defense, this influx of advanced weapons systems and technology marks a significant leap in its ability to defend its sovereignty. The arms sale is tailored to shift Taiwan's defense strategy towards asymmetric warfare, where smaller, more mobile, and harder to target systems like HIMARS and self-propelled howitzers would make any Chinese invasion both costly and difficult to execute. The inclusion of suicide drones, which can target high-value Chinese military assets with speed and precision, adds an additional layer of capability that further complicates any potential military calculus in Beijing. However, China's reaction has been swift and aggressive. The Chinese government has condemned the arms sale, invoking the One China policy, which asserts that Taiwan is an inseparable part of China's territory. Beijing's response has not been limited to diplomatic outrage. It has also increased its military presence near Taiwan, conducting large-scale exercises and bolstering its forces in the region. The increased Chinese military activity is part of a broader strategy to intimidate Taiwan and deter foreign intervention, while also sending a clear message to the international community that any support for Taiwan will come at a high price. China's foreign ministry has responded on the U.S. arms sales to Taiwan by urging U.S. to implement the commitment made by the U.S. President Donald Trump, and also U.S. should immediately cease dangerous act of arming Taiwan. The ministry has stated that China firmly opposes and strongly condemns U.S. sale seriously to damage the peace and stability in Taiwan Strait. China has urged the United States to immediately stop arming Taiwan, as this comes after Taiwan has said that the United States has approved the sale of $11.1 billion weapon to the island. China has accused US for the violation of One China principle. Meanwhile, China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Go Jiakun has responded. Let's listen into what he has shared.
美方公然宣布巨额售台先进武器计划，严重违反一个中国原则和中美3个联合公报，严重损害中国主权、安全和领土完整，严重破坏台海和平稳定，向台独分裂势力发出严重错误信号。中方对此坚决反对，强烈谴责。中方敦促美方恪守一个中国原则和中美3个联合公报，落实美国领导人所作严肃承诺，立即停止武装台湾的危险行径。中方将采取坚决有力措施，捍卫国家主权、安全和领土完整。
The United States, for its part, has long positioned itself as Taiwan's primary defender and has been consistent in its support through arms sales, training, and political backing. The decision to approve this latest arms package underlines the US's commitment to countering China's growing influence in the region. But this support is not without its complications. The US Congress, deeply divided on foreign policy issues, must still approve the deal, and lawmakers are increasingly wary of provoking China very much, especially as tensions rise globally over other issues like trade, technology, and military expansion. The outcome of this arms sale will be watched closely, as it could set a precedent for future US interactions with Taiwan and China. Taiwan, meanwhile, is not sitting idle. President Lai Ching-te has already announced a massive $40 billion defense budget aimed at bolstering the island's long-term military capabilities, with China's military increasingly encircling Taiwan and Beijing's rhetoric growing more aggressive. Taiwan has little choice but to modernize its defenses and prepare for the possibility of any conflict. The self-ruled island is increasing focus on defense spending, which is expected to rise to 5% of GDP by 2030, reflects a determination to ensure its survival in a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. At the heart of this conflict is more than just military strategy. It's about global economic leverage. Taiwan plays a pivotal role in the world's semiconductor industry, producing the majority of the world's advanced microchips. If China were to take control of Taiwan, it would not only solidify its political and military dominance in the region, but it would also control a vital economic asset that powers everything from smartphone to defense systems. For the US, maintaining Taiwan's autonomy is not just about protecting a democratic ally, it's also about safeguarding access to the technological heart of the global economy. The coming months will be crucial in determining the direction of US-China-Taiwan relations. The approval of this arms deal is a decisive moment, signaling a deepening commitment to Taiwan's security, but it is also a reminder of the fragile balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region, where any misstep could ignite broader tensions and potentially lead to a conflict with far-reaching global consequences. As China and the US continue to navigate their increasingly complex relationship, the fate of Taiwan may ultimately determine the future of peace, trade, and stability in one of the world's most dynamic and volatile regions.